In this video, I'm going to talk about a very powerful technique to solve, not to solve, but to get the series from a sequence. And from that series, I'm going to find out the generating function. So this is a very extremely useful technique to identify the number of terms in the sequence. So let me just start with some example from the sequence. Suppose we have a number, for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a kind of sequence that we studied before somewhere in the mathematics books. So what we are going to do is we want to write as a coefficient, this as a coefficient in a power series. So we can write this as, for example, x1 plus 2x1 plus 3x2, so on. So this looks like a power series that we study in ordinary differential equation. So this is the idea of generating a or creating a generating series from the sequence. But the question is why we do that. Now you can see that if you just take a look on this sequence and call that this is a naught, this is term number 1, this is a1, this is a2, so on. Similarly, if you just take a look on the power of x, this is x naught, so it means that this is a naught. This is 1, so we have a1 over here. So this is a2, so on. So it means that we want to uh, look at the coefficient and its place, at what place this sequence is. You must be wondering, it was very easy in this case, but the question is if we have, for example, let me just talk about 10, for example, 10. So you cannot tell us uh, at which place this 10 is, or at which place this 30 is, for example. So if we know that if this is 30, that will be, for example, somewhere x30, x29, so on. So it means that this is a29. Okay, so this is one of the idea of generating functions. So what we do, we write a sequence in terms of power of x, and this is called the generating series, and uh, the outcome of this generating series is the generating function that we are going to discuss. So I hope you got the motivation to study the generating function. Now let me just look at some other examples as well. Suppose we have a sequence 1, 1, 1, so on. This is a sequence. So the generating series for this sequence is 1 plus x1 plus x2, x3, so on. So it looked like a formula that we will discuss later, 1 over 1 minus x. Similarly, if we have, for example, some another formula, suppose uh, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, so on. The generating series in terms of x will be 1 plus 3x 5x square 7x cube, so on. So that is the generating series. Now the question is, if we are given a generating series, then how can we identify the sequence? Suppose in example we write a generating series, and the generating series is 3 plus 8x square plus x cube plus x5 divided by 7, so on. So this is the generating series where we have some sequences as a coefficient hidden, or some people call it encoded in this power series. So here this is coefficient x0, this is x0. So here we have a naught is equal to 3. Then x raised to power 1. So there is no x raised to power 1 in this generating series. So here we have, for example, x1, which is 0x1. So a1 is 0. So generally I can write this as 3, 0. Then we have 8, since 8, and then we have, for example, 1. Then x4 is missing, so we have 0, 1 by 7, so on and so forth. So this is the sequence which was encoded in this generating series now. And the question is why we could have written this as, for example, if my logic is to give a numbering to this sequence, then I could have written this as 1, 0, for example. This becomes, for example, 3, since this is the answer of this generating series and this is the sequence. So I could have written 3, for example, I should say 0, then 3, I'm sorry, 1, 0, for example, some 3, 1, 4, 2. This is another sequence that I am talking about. In this situation, it is 3, 0, 0, 1, 8, 2, and so on. So this is why not I did write this in this form. We want to write this as a power series, in terms of power series, and the consequence of that power series will be that we will be able to get the generating function. In this way, we can write um, any function, any generating series, while using some concepts from the power series, and we get the generating function. Suppose we have 1 plus x squared by 2 plus x3 by 3 factorial, which is 6, so on. Suppose this is the generating series. Now, it is also a power series as well. So the sequence in this generating series are 1, 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 6, so on. And we know that in power series, this is equal to Ex. So it means that we can say that this sequence is representing, or we say that has a generating function which is e raised to power x. So The crux is that we have two things. One is the power series, another one is the generating series, and generating series represents when we have coefficients coming from the sequence values, sequence numbers, or otherwise power series is used as a consequence of writing this in power series, and we get the exponential in this case. When otherwise we can have another functions as well which are called generating function. So this was an introduction of the generating function. Thank you for watching.